smash the like button. Also, Naomi is the greatest black female pro wrestler of all time.
Oh yeah, when it comes to Brock Lesnar, all I gotta say is, do you believe me now? This is why I'm the best professional wrestling YouTube content creator on this platform. Do you believe me now? So, let's talk about SummerSlam Night 1. The first match, the Black Queen, Naomi, versus Rhea Ripley, versus sexy-ass Io Sky for the Female World Heavyweight Championship. This was a very solid-ass match. Do I believe that this match was better than the triple threat match at this year's WrestleMania with Ripley, Io Sky, and Bianca Belair? No, that match was way better than this match. But this match got the job done. I'm telling you, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, those two females are cowards. It's like, why are you double teaming Naomi? It's like, bro, that was uncalled for. Those two females are cowards. This match was a low-key 2-on-1. Like I said, those females are cowards. And yes, I do believe that Naomi is the greatest black female fake pro wrestler of all time. And it's not even close. She's better than Jacqueline. She's better than Awesome Kong. And she's better than Sasha Banks. I knew that Naomi was going to win this match because they gave her a fancy entrance. Her father performed her theme song. I'm like, wow, she's winning this match. There's no way in hell that they flew her father all the way out here just to have her lose. I'm like, come on, man, that's a dead giveaway. I knew Naomi, the Black Queen, was going to win this match. Who do I think had the best performance in this match? I will say it was sexy-ass Io Sky. She had a great performance. Everything in this match made sense. And I liked how Naomi stole the victory away from sexy-ass Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley, she gave Io Sky an avalanche riptide off the top rope, and then Naomi took advantage and she rolled up Rhea Ripley. That was great heel shit. I will give this match a 6.5 out of 10. Like I said, this match was not better than Io Sky, Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair. That match was way better, but this match got the job done. This was a very entertaining, solid-ass match. So, how long should Naomi keep this heavyweight championship? I say until WrestleMania, next year's WrestleMania. I think you should have Jade Cargill win the Royal Rumble, and then she faces Naomi at next year's WrestleMania. I think they are going to go with that plan. Also, keep away all sexy-ass Asian females from singles championships. Because Io Sky, my God, I believe she only defended that title one time since WrestleMania. That's crazy. She had no business winning that championship because she barely wrestled. She barely had matches for her World Heavyweight Championship. But this was a great, solid match. Io Sky had the best performance in this match. I'm like, bro, why didn't she defend her championship more often? Io Sky does not bother me. But her last dull title reign, yeah, that bothered me. The Black Queen, Naomi, she retains her female World Heavyweight Championship. Now, let's talk about the next match. The TLC ladder match for the Tag Team Heavyweight Championships with Rey Fenix and Andrade, aka Andre Idol, against the Street Profits, the Wyatt family, fucking Fraxium, whatever that team is called, okay? And then it was Ciampa, Gargano. I will say this, it looks like Andrade likes being a babyface. That's what I've noticed for the past 2 years, because that shocks me. I figured he liked being a heel more than a good guy. So that very much has surprised me for the past 2 years about Andrade, aka Andre Idol. I would say one of the best booking decisions that Paul Levesque has ever done is pair up Johnny Gargano with Ciampa. That was for the best because, bruh, you never know. Just imagine if Paul Levesque never did that. You can make an argument that Gargano would have gotten fired. That's what I think. I think Gargano would have gotten fired if he didn't team up with Ciampa to reunite DIY. That's what I think. I think Ciampa would be fine by himself, but Johnny needs Ciampa more than Ciampa needs him. So this was for the best, to reunite DIY. Also, I casually watched SmackDown. My question is, when was the last time that super thick Nikki Cross has wrestled? That's my question. Like I said, I casually watch SmackDown. Not that often. So that's my question. When was the last time that female had a match? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm asking that question because I am a fan of super thick Nikki Cross. I'm just saying, when was the last time that female wrestled? So, what are my thoughts about this match? This match was crazy. This match was a train wreck. It was like, man, everybody went through something. A ladder or a table. Everybody got their ass whooped in this match. That's what I liked most about this match. Everybody got their ass whooped, including the females. All the females also got their ass whooped in this match, and rightfully so. You want to get involved in grown man business, well, you got to suffer the consequences. So, like I say all the time, who was the most impressive in this match? I will say Rey Fenix. I think Rey Fenix was the most impressive in this match. But that was not a shock based on where that guy came from, okay? He came from All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling, a company that is built on being reckless in matches. So that's why this match was right up his alley. That's why Rey Fenix was the best man in this match, because he is TLC. This match is right up his alley. So that's my pick. I will say Andrade and Rey Fenix, they were the best team in this match in terms of performance. They had the best performance in this match. Honestly, I think that the Street Profits had the most underwhelming performance in this match. Their biggest highlight was them on defense. I think it was Nathan Frazier who gave Angelo Dawkins a Spanish fly off the top rope through a table onto the outside. That was great shit. I think that was the biggest highlight of this whole entire match, because Dawkins, that man, he ain't small. Dawkins is a big dude, and for him to agree to take a Spanish fly, that was wild stuff. That was very impressive. I will give this match a 7 out of 10 for the effort. Everybody got their ass whooped in this match. And the Wyatt Six, they did win this match, and rightfully so. It is not time for them to drop those belts. Oh yeah, I forgot. I think Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley were also in this match. Man, I forgot they were in the match. That's crazy. So let's talk about the next match. Becky Lynch versus Lyra for the female Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. Now, which female was I pulling for in this match? This will shock you, but I was pulling for Becky Lynch. I'm sorry, I am not a fan of Lyra. I don't get it. I don't know why Paul Levesque is shoving this female down our throats. I say, why not give super thick Roxanne Perez the female Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship? Her or Ivy Nile? Somebody else, man. It's like, this push feels forced. Just because Lyra is buddies with Becky Lynch. That's what I think. I think the only reason that female is getting pushed, I think she has Becky Lynch influence. What I mean by that is, I think Becky Lynch is the reason that Lyra is receiving this mega push. Listen, it's very obvious. Go back to NXT. Becky Lynch traveled down to NXT just to put this female over. Now, Lyra is on the main roster and Becky Lynch is doing the same thing, trying her best to put over Lyra. Listen, Lyra needs a transformation, just like Becky Lynch. She needs that kind of transformation because this current gimmick is like, it's never going to get over. I don't care how much you push her, Paul Levesque. This audience will never gravitate towards Lyra. They don't get it. I don't get it. It's like, what's the big deal about Lyra? Now, she is a very sexy ass female, right? I'm not saying that she's not attractive. I'm talking about the gimmick, the character, her facials. I just don't understand the hype around Lyra. Now, I hope she proves me wrong someday. I hope so. But right now, bros, like, her push is so forced. Also, I had no idea that this match was scheduled to be a hardcore match. I had no idea because, I'm sorry, I did not care about this match before the show started. So, what is my grade for this match? I will give it a 6 out of 10. This was great booking in terms of Becky Lynch was the rightful winner, and I'm glad she won. I think Super Thick Bayley should be the one to defeat her for that female Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. Also, Super Thick Bayley, she did interfere in this match, and she low-key helped Becky Lynch win this match by accident because she knocked out Lyra, and that's why Becky Lynch won this match. I think Bayley had chain, and she accidentally knocked out Lyra with that steel chain in her hand. But, I mean, this feud is better if it's Bayley versus Becky Lynch. I'm like, bruh, nobody cares about Lyra. We want to see Super Thick Bayley versus Becky Lynch. That's a better option, and I'm glad that Paul Levesque chose that option. Now, let's talk about the next match. Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa, our real tribal chief for the United States Heavyweight Championship in a steel cage match. All right, so what are my thoughts about Jacob Fatu saying nigga in his rap song? I mean, listen, it's better him than a Latino. I hate when Latinos say nigga. I hate that shit with a passion. It's like, bro, I don't like that. Based on, there is a lot of gangs, right? There's a lot of Latino gangs that don't like black folks. That's why I hate it when these Latinos say nigga. It's like, where are you pro-blackies? It's like, are pro-blacks scared of Latinos? It's like, you want to roast and badmouth Hollywood Hogan for him saying the N-word in private. But, bruh, you never say a damn thing. You don't got no smoke for these Latinos who just say the N-word like it ain't shit. It's like, nigga, you ain't black, don't say the word. That's what I think. It's like, bro, you ain't black, don't say nigga. I hate that shit. I'm the only guy saying this. I'm not a pro-blackie, okay? I am pro-people, I'm pro-human. I am not a pro-blackie because all y'all fake. You never say a word when these Latinos say nigga. Fuck you. Fuck you. Bruh, I would rather have a Samoan say nigga over a Latino based on where I came from. I am from a neighborhood where Latinos hated black folks. And that's why I cringe when I hear Latinos say nigga in rap songs, online, in general. I don't like it. At least, okay, my uncle is from Compton. He was a gang member. And guess who was in his gang? It was Samoans. Facts. Yes, my uncle is a gang member from Compton, way back in the 90s. Most of his fellow gang members were actually Samoan. So I really don't have an issue when a Samoan says nigga, based on where they came from. Samoans love black folks. My uncle was in a neighborhood. His neighbors were Samoan. They loved black folks. So that's why I never made a big deal out of Jacob Fatu saying nigga. I mean, I don't care. But I do care when Latinos say the fucking N-word. I hate that shit. But let's move on to this match. This was a great match. Jacob Fatu has a very bright future. All he needs to do is become a better promo. He sucks at promos, man. I'm sorry. He does. He's trash at promos. That might be his only weakness on becoming a main event guy, is he sucks at promos. I would say, man, why not give that guy a road dog? Why not give that guy a mouthpiece, a manager? I say, why not? Why not give him his own Prince Nana? That's what I think. Why not give Jacob Fatu his own Prince Nana? Just like Isaiah Swerve Scott. Okay, which man was I pulling for in this match? I was pulling for Solo Sikoa because it's not time for Solo to drop that belt. Once again, this match was hilarious because this match was, what, 5-on-1? This was a great match, man. This match was 5 against 1. Yeah, Jimmy did try to help out, but mostly this match was like, what, 5-on-1, 4-on-1, whatever. So, which man won this match? It was Solo Sikoa. He was helped out by Jeff Cobb and that big tall dude. This was the right decision. It's not time for Solo to drop that belt. Now, let's talk about the next match. Dirty ass Dom Guerrero versus AJ Styles for the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. Man, I was shocked that AJ Styles came out looking like Dirty Dom's biological father, who is Eddie G. That surprised me. That's called mind games. I mean, come on. Even AJ Styles is aware that Dirty Dom's biological father, it is Eddie G. And that's why AJ Styles came out looking like Eddie Guerrero. I will call this match a tribute to Eddie G, the father of Dirty Ass Dom. This was a very solid ass match. I will give it a 6.5 out of 10. This was solid, and it might be the last SummerSlam for AJ Styles, but I do believe that there is a strong possibility that he will finish his career as the next TNA World Heavyweight Champion. I'm talking about AJ Styles. So, who won this match? It was Dirty Ass Dom, because he did everything that Eddie G would do. He did all of Eddie G's cheating tactics, and that's why he won this match. And rightfully so. It's not time for Dirty Ass Dom to lose that championship. Now, let's talk about the last match of the night, the main event. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the World Heavyweight Championship. The biggest draw in the business. Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare. Whoa, it looks like John Cena kept his promise. He brought back the old John Cena, the Fruity Pebbles John Cena. That was great shit. I liked it. I gotta admit, I do miss seeing that entrance of John Cena, the babyface John Cena, where he talks shit to the camera and then he waves his towel to the camera and then he says, all right, let's go to work. And then he runs to the ring. I'll admit, I do miss seeing that. This match was the definition of the past versus the present. In terms of John was wrestling himself. He was wrestling the mirror because Cody Rhodes, he is a modern day John Cena. Because some of those fans were actually booing Cody Rhodes. Well, John knows how that feels as a good guy being booed by your fans. So this was past versus the present. It felt like Hollywood Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior in a street fight. But it also felt like Hollywood Hogan versus Rocky Maivia at WrestleMania. Because eventually The audience turned on Rocky Maivia to cheer Hollywood Hogan. I gotta admit, this was the old John Cena. This man kicked out of what, maybe 4 crossroads? Man, John Cena brought back vintage, badass, tough man, John Cena. This was a great performance for John Cena. This was a farewell SummerSlam match for John Cena. This was a great match. But obviously, Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, beat John Cena for the World Heavyweight Championship. And now he is a 2-time World Heavyweight Champion in the World Wrestling Federation. Tony Khan, man, he let this man walk away. That's all I'm saying. Like I've been telling you, I told you that it was Cody Rhodes' choice to drop that belt to John Cena. So obviously, of course, John was going to return the favor by putting over Cody Rhodes. This was obvious. I told you that Cody Rhodes was going to be the one to take back his championship away from John Cena. How can you not see this? Like, I hate when people tell me dumb questions that are Captain Obvious. People were telling me that who was going to dethrone John Cena. I'm like, duh, Cody Rhodes. It's like, there's no options besides Cody Rhodes. This was a passing of the torch. That's what John was trying to do. This match was the passing of the torch. This match, it is John's last SummerSlam match. It was against Cody Rhodes. This was a passing of the torch match. Also, like I've been telling you, that Brock Lesnar was coming back. Nobody believed me. People thought I was crazy. I kept on telling you that Brock Lesnar will be back to wrestle Gunther. Do you believe me now? Go back and watch all of my videos these past 2 years about Brock Lesnar. I never gave up. I never paid attention to any of these dumbass dirt sheets, rumors. This is Brock Lesnar. He leaves you. You don't leave him, okay? He fires you. You don't fire him. Paul Levesque told you Brock was going nowhere. He said it's up to Brock if Brock wants to come back. He was never on bad terms with this company. Brock Lesnar, he showed up, he came back. Brock Lesnar made a comeback after the Cody Rhodes match, and he gave John Cena an F5. That does make sense, because Brock and John, they have great history, which means it does make sense for Brock and John to run that fade one last time. He wrestled CM Punk. Now you gotta wrestle Brock. You gotta wrestle your past ghost. Why not Brock Lesnar? This makes sense. He wrestled Randy Orton, he wrestled CM Punk, and now he has to wrestle Brock Lesnar one last time. This one is for the fans. I like that John is doing this. One last time, let's run that fade against Brock Lesnar. Also, after this match, we all know what's next. We all know what's next. Gunther versus Brock fucking Lesnar. A match that I have been campaigning for the past 2 years in videos. But nobody took me seriously. People thought Brock was done with no evidence. Like, bruh, they brought him back on the website roster. They are selling merch of Brock Lesnar. Bruh, don't pay attention to rumors, man. Take me seriously. I would never make a video if I don't believe in it. I told you, Brock did nothing wrong to Janelle Grant. So why would he be on the banned list for the World Wrestling Federation? I knew that was bullshit. He had nothing to do with Vince McMahon. Brock Lesnar was just being a man. That's about it. Brock did nothing wrong to Janelle Grant. He never met her. He never smashed. So why would Brock be banned? He did nothing wrong. Now let's move on to bigger and better things. Brock Lesnar versus John Cena, and then Brock versus Gunther. What is my grade for this show. I will give it an 8.5 out of 10, maybe 9, because of Brock Lesnar. And now I'm done.